Welcome to Tomorrow's World Today, a show dedicated to the discovery of innovation and cutting-edge technology. We showcase the latest developments from the greatest companies and smartest people in the world. Tomorrow's ideas are out there. And through our journey of inspiration, we will create a plan for the park of the future. This is Inventionland World Headquarters. Here now is George Davison.
Hey, Jackie.
Yeah, George.
I know you're working on getting that brainstorming meeting ready and all, but I keep getting a lot of conflicting information. Are polystyrene cups and plates and all that stuff, are they recyclable or not?
I'm not really sure. I was really hoping that they are recyclable because everyone uses so much of it.
These cups have that universal recycling symbol with the 6 in the middle, so I know they're polystyrene.
Right.
We're going through thousands and thousands of these things every month because we've got people coming through on tours, we've got all these events around here nowadays, so our consumption's going through the roof. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking that it might be time for a break. I'll cook you breakfast.
Okay, sounds good.
Come on, we'll do it Inventionland style.
Ooh, you know, I don't really know what that means, George, but I'm up for anything.
All right, how do you like your eggs?
Scrambled.
Scrambled? We can do scrambled.
Okay. So this is what you meant by Inventionland style eggs, George?
What, you've never had eggs that are done by Bunsen burner before?
No, George, the last time that I was involved with a Bunsen burner, it was in AP chemistry way back in high school.
Well, hey, we're gonna whip up some great eggs.
All right.
So, you know, that's another single-use polystyrene in the garbage.
Probably gonna wind up in a landfill, George.
It probably will. And you know what? I read a press release about these two companies that got together, and they started to create a new type of, like,
Yes, polyusable.
That's it, polyusable. That's gotta be your next mission. You've gotta get down there and find out what these folks are doing.
Okay, great. Well, can I have my breakfast first?
Of course you can. Hey, wait, do you want some cheese in there?
Oh yeah, load me up.
Load you up. Now that's looking good.
All right, serve them up, George.
How about that? You are in for a treat.
Those actually look pretty good. Don't mind if I do. Not bad.
All right, let's get the next round going.
All right, thanks, George.
See ya.
As George requested, I'm here in sunny California at the Titus Recycling Center. This right here is the start of the cycle where they produce polyusable products. We're big recyclers at the Long household, but I still have a lot to learn about how to reduce, reuse, and recycle in smarter and better ways. For example, inside, they're using state-of-the-art technology like optical sorting and other methods. I can't wait to get inside, see what's going on, and who knows, maybe save the planet. You must be John.
I am.
Nice to meet you, John.
Nice to meet you, too.
You know, when I thought I was coming to Southern California, this isn't exactly what I had in mind.
No, we're gonna have to roll up our sleeves and get dirty today.
All right, well, I'm here for that. Tell me exactly what we're doing here.
The recycling system as we know it today only works for about 10% of all plastics. The existing systems sort mechanically by shape and size, but there's so many materials that are all different shapes and sizes, they don't lend themselves well to being pulled out mechanically. At this facility, we call this a secondary processing facility, where technology is used to sort those plastics not by shape, but by chemical composition so that they can be deconstructed, purified, and reconstructed.
So, John, what you're saying is that the original way of recycling is kind of broken.
Yeah, it needs an overhaul. So what AmSty has been doing is looking at the world differently, and we started saying, geez, we don't want our materials going to the landfill. We think the time is right to fix the recycling system. We're committed that in the future, none of our products will go to the landfill ever again.
Right, so you know it's possible, and now you're making it happen.
We're gonna make it happen.
Well, show me how it starts.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Hey, John.
Hey, Mike. Good to see you again. This is Jackie.
Jackie, pleasure.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Welcome to the Titus Secondary MRF. A MRF is a material recovery facility. We sort all the material that the first MRF cannot sort or chooses not to sort. Jackie, welcome to the secondary MRF tip floor.
Thank you.
And the tip floor is a really important part for our business because the material recovery facilities deliver us bales. And then we separate them over here and we create a stream that we can sort. And we have an in-feed that takes material up to a pre-sort. The pre-sort's used to take out material that may damage machinery, and we use 2 men on that one. Then we go into a fiber screen that separates the film from the containers and also the 2D paper. Then we go under, and all the material that goes under that screen goes up to our container line. The containers then go up to our system that shakes out everything under 2 inches, and then we use an air system to take out light film, and we hit a large optical sorter that is used to separate HDPE from the stream and also separate paper from the stream. Then the paper goes to the paper line and all the containers continue on, and we have a process of machines that using near-infrared optical sorters sorts polypropylene, polystyrene, PET, HDPE, and PLA. So Jackie, we just saw the optical sorter eject polystyrene and expanded polystyrene, and then we go to a baling process. And if you look to your right, you'll see that we have bales of expanded polystyrene.
Okay, so until now, all of these materials were not recyclable.
They were not able to consolidate them to sell them as a recyclable material, correct. This is the first place that we've done an expanded polystyrene bale.
This is gonna change the whole face of recycling.
It is, by adding just one new step, which is to take everything the primary MRF chooses not to sort and consolidating that for a specific region, we can sort all the material right here in the United States. And by the way, let me show you something. We do have egg cartons that are collected and sorted.
All right, well, I got to take Jackie to show her how that is going to be recycled.
Thanks for coming,
So, Mike, thanks for hosting us.
Enjoy.
Thanks so much, Mike.
Thanks, Jackie. Did
Take
great.
care.
Hey, Jackie,
Hey, George.
how's your polyusable circle of life trip going?
It's going really well. You caught me in the middle of my mission, actually. I'm just leaving California where I got to see how the artificial intelligence and the robots sort through all the plastic and polystyrene and go through their whole collection process.
Wow, that sounds interesting.
Absolutely. Next, they're gonna show me how they chemically engineer the plastics and polystyrene and turn it into liquid form.
My goodness, that sounds good too.
I know, it's all really fascinating stuff.
Well, hey, tell all those folks I say hello, will ya?
Will do, George.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So, Jackie, I am so excited to show you about this step.
So I'm so excited to see the whole process.
We're going to revolutionize the world of recycling with this.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah. So I brought these egg cartons from Titus. We're going to throw them in. You're going to get to see these recycled.
Let's do it.
All right, let me introduce you to Joe, and he'll show you around.
Perfect.
We're so excited about this new chemical recycling technology that Jackie's going to see at Regenix. America Styrenics and Agilix have recently partnered to form a new company, Regenix, which is going to bring the latest innovations in polystyrene recycling forward to the market. Joe is going to show you around the process. All of this is going to get densified into one pallet like that.
How does that even happen?
So many people don't understand what chemical recycling is, and when they do, they're really excited about it. So we're very excited to show Jackie.
While you're there, I want you to recycle these egg cartons we brought from Titus yesterday.
I don't really want to touch those right now.
That's not uncommon. Here you go.
Oh, okay.
See?
Good.
Joe's got my back because those are a little stinky.
They are a little stinky. I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'm gonna leave you with Joe, and he's gonna show you around.
All right, and I'll take care of these.
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll see you, John. So here's where the process starts. The guys unload the foam that gets received, and they put it on this conveyor.
Okay.
And as you can see, the foam will go up the conveyor, and it gets shredded up at the top of the conveyor. And then it drops down into the densifier, and you can see it coming out there.
Oh, that's it right there?
That's it right there. So that'll be filled up and then cooled. We'll put another one in, and that's what makes those bricks that you saw. So this is a perfect time for you to drop your eggs and start the recycling process.
Okay, I'm so excited to get rid of
Yeah,
this
right
stuff. All right. Bye-bye, egg carton. See you when you're clean and beautiful. Thanks for looking after me, Joe.
So now that you got rid of the egg carton, I did want to show you other things that we can put into the system. So we can really put in any other post-consumer polystyrene waste. You can see cups, you can see meat trays, obviously other egg cartons. we can handle really a very wide variety of materials.
I had no idea that so much of this stuff was actually recyclable.
The types of plastics that the Regenix facility collects are all sorts of polystyrene waste in all its forms and all its quality levels. These are the blocks that we just saw being made, and that's mostly foam.
Okay, so once that was melted, it's cooled.
It's cooled and it sits here. And you can see how dense a material that is. Your egg carton is in there.
Great. Hello, egg carton.
So we take these blocks and we feed them up into a shredder. And the shredder obviously grinds them down to a smaller size. And so that's with the foam blocks. But we also can do these, grind up these other materials. These are the rigid post-consumer food packaging. And so this also is fed up in there. And once it's fed up in there, we create these sacks.
Okay, so it's been condensed and now chipped down into these small little rock-like pieces.
Exactly.
Okay, so where do these go next?
Right, so this is the end of the preparation of the waste, converting it into a valuable feedstock. Now this feedstock is going to be fed into our system to be converted into the oil.
Okay, so this officially has value now.
This is now the feedstock for us, yes.
All right, let's see
go
what happens next.
Yes, absolutely. This is what we call the hopper.
The hopper, okay.
Once we take all of the bags of feedstock, this super sack will be fed in. We'll then mix that super sack with a couple other super sacks. And then from this point on, nobody ever touches the material. It's fully automated from this point on.
Okay, got it. So it's actually the beginning of the process for it to become a new product.
Exactly. Everything you saw prior to this was prepping material to be converted. This is the start of the process to actually chemically convert it. Then we start our process. We feed our system. We put it into the pyrolyzer. The pyrolyzer essentially gasifies the plastic material. We then clean up the gas and condense it back into a styrene oil. And that's when we ship it off to our partner, AmSty. And that's what this Regenix team and joint venture is meant to do. Jackie, this is the end of our process here.
Yeah, so AmSty will take it from here and we'll go to our facility in Torrance and we'll convert it to polystyrene pellets. In the history of recycling, polystyrene foam has been viewed as very hard to recycle, but with chemical recycling, we found that polystyrene is actually really designed for recycling. All right, Jackie, so now you're at the America Styrenics Torrance polystyrene plant. We started with curbside plastics getting collected, sorted, and then getting converted to recycled styrene monomer. So this is the last step before it goes out as a product. Now we're gonna see that RSM get turned into high quality, high purity polystyrene products. So this is an important part of the process.
Okay, great. So we're taking it from a liquid to a solid right here.
Exactly. So let me introduce you to our plant manager, Michael, and ask him to show you around.
All right.
Hey, Michael, how's it going?
Hey, John, how's it going?
Good, good. So I brought Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Jackie's been going around with us, looking at the polyusable technology and the cycle. We started with a foam egg carton. It went into the recycle bin. She saw it get sorted. She saw it get converted to recycled styrene monomer. Now we want to have you show her how it gets converted into plastic pellets.
John has been telling me that this is where the magic happens. This is really the last stage in this polyusable cycle where the plastic gets a rebirth to become a new product.
That's correct. This is where the show happens. This is where we make the pellets. Would you like to go out and take a look?
You bet.
Let's get started with correct PPE here, and we can go take the tour.
All right, cool. New accessories.
Well, I've seen this tour before, so I'll catch up with you guys later.
All right, we'll see you later.
Okay? All right, have fun.
I'm gonna go get dressed.
All right, let's head this way. Working here has taught me a lot about recycling. A lot of people think that when you put something into a recycling bin, it goes and gets recycled and gets put back that jug. That's not necessarily the case. It's something we've learned through this process. I'm really excited to work at AmSty because we're taking the step of recycling polystyrene, something that's not considered recyclable, and making it into that cup again. These recycled pellets can turn into anything. It doesn't matter whether it was a medical application or food application or foam application in the past, it can now become any of those three products again. Here we are at the AmSty polystyrene facility. Here we can take RSM and convert it into polystyrene pellets.
Okay, great. So it looks like there are two sides.
Yes, that's correct. On one side, we can make product that makes things like yogurt cups. And on the other side, we can make products that go into things like foam boards.
And so you can make both of these products simultaneously from the collected items that are all collected as one.
Yeah, that's the really cool part of this process. Want to go take a look?
Absolutely.
Today, we're going to show Jackie how we take the RSM, put it through our process, polymerize it into polystyrene, and then send out that new product to our customers. We have two different types of processes here. We have one that makes products that's used in foam applications, and one process that's used in things like yogurt cups, plastic silverware. The RSM goes through a series of vessels where it changes from that styrene monomer into polystyrene. It's extruded out of a die, goes through a water bath, and then up into a cutter, and it's what we call pelletized. While these might look like ordinary pellets, these come from consumer products, such as foam cups, foam boards. That's the pellets that we showed Jackie. Yeah, Jackie was really surprised at how clear they looked when we were out in the finishing room. These pellets could have come from a plate that had spaghetti on it at one point in time, and now you take a look at it and it just looks like a normal plastic pellet that's used in any other polystyrene application. That's the great thing about this polyusable process, is that it's not a one-time thing or a three-time thing or a five-time thing. This can happen chemically over and over and over, and it really moves it away from being a single use to a polyusable product.
Hey, Jackie and Michael, did you guys have a good tour?
Long time no see.
Yeah.
Yes, it was fascinating.
Good, so Michael showed you around the plant and how we make the plastic, right?
It's such a cool process. I loved every minute.
So let's go up and see how it gets shipped out from here.
Okay, let's do it. I'll follow you.
Let's go. You know, the first time I came to this facility, it was just so exciting for me because I saw that one of the world's biggest problems was being solved right here by a small group of dedicated engineers. And it was at that time that I said, wow, AMSI has got to partner with these people to bring this technology to the market. The world needs this. All right, Jackie, now this is the end of the line. So you saw our whole process. We started with the dirty, contaminated plastics that in the past have not been able to be recycled. And through our polyusable technology, we made clean pellets that can go into food service, medical, any type of application that the market needs. So
it's so cool. Even though I just saw it all happen, it's still kind of hard to wrap my mind around that this is possible, but I love it.
I'm just so excited that you got to come and see this. You got to see how this technology works. I really feel like it's important change for the world. I feel like we really are changing the way that the world's gonna recycle. Materials that had been single use in the past now can be polyusable and just be used over and over and over.
Well, I really can see your passion behind the whole entire process and product, and I love what you guys are doing here.
I feel like we are that much closer to kind of the way nature recycles, right? The perfect circular recycling system, because nature does that at this molecular level, and that really was the genesis for me to think, wow, if we could recycle at the chemical level, we would really have solved the main barrier to recycling hard to recycle plastics. I feel like we're a little bit closer to that, and I'm so excited about it.
You should be really proud of it. I love seeing your passion behind what you're doing. I love seeing this whole process, and I feel like now I've really seen the whole entire circle of the polyusable process. So I better get back to Pittsburgh and tell George all about it.
Yeah, well, Michael's got to get these pellets shipped out, so let's get those pellets shipping.
Okay.
Go ahead. Today I showed Jackie how we take RSM, polymerize it through our process. Those pellets are then transferred to a silo, and then they drop into a rail car, and then that rail car is sent off to our final customer.
And they're off.
And they're off. After our pellets leave the plant, a customer like Dulco is going to take them to their facility and make them into products like egg cartons. And the polyusable aspect of it is because it can be an egg carton over and over and over. We're going to use them in the same process again.
George, I've seen some revolutionary technology.
Wait a minute, eggs? Are you gonna make breakfast today?
No, I'm not making you breakfast right now. I'll get to this in a minute. Do you remember how we were trying to figure out if polystyrene was recyclable or not?
I sure do.
Well, it turns out it is.
You solved the mystery.
I sure have. A big problem people face is that a lot of products that we thought could be recycled actually couldn't be. Well, not that they couldn't be. It was just that there wasn't technology around yet that made it efficient or effective. So this company has found a way to make those unrecyclable products
into a liquid and then back into a new plastic.
That's exciting. That's like pure magic. How do they do it?
Well, once the plastic is collected, they turn it into a monomer, or a liquid, and then it's polymerized, which means basically that they're turning it into little pellets, which can be turned into plastic cups and other plastics that we can use over and over again.
Wow, so this is a true polyusable circle of life.
Yes! So this egg carton that we threw away after we made breakfast the other day, it has actually been recycled and is now reborn. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
George, don't worry, your gift is not the eggs. It's more the gift of knowledge that I'm bringing you today.
Hey, I'll take the gift of knowledge. I mean, and you've solved this challenge. Well done. Jackie, this is truly groundbreaking. I mean, it's gonna change the recycling industry forever. It's only a one-bin system now.
Mm-hmm. Everything can just be thrown into one bin. No more confusion on how to recycle properly.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey, where are you going? Aren't you gonna make breakfast?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get right to that, George. No problem.